We are young, wild, and free. Let's begin HOTBEAT. Monday's HOTBEAT on December 6, 2021. We have started with a song called 그래도 되지 않아? Fine by Jonghyun. Hello to all of our HOTBEAT family. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Let's get started with today's HOTBEAT. It is Monday, finally December. Oh, so fast time flies by, doesn't it, guys? Okay, so let me talk to you about this little side story. Since we are here on Monday and we're going to go through OMG lyrics together with Jane, before that, I have a little, story about men and women. So, these are some things that men definitely cannot understand about women doing these actions and doing these, behaviors. The first one, I really don't understand. Actually, this happens to me as well, but she, the girlfriend, has not eaten much, but she says that she's full. And then she says, even though she says she was full, they say, 디저트 먹으러 가자. Let's go eat desserts. Yeah, this is something I don't understand. I mean, I understand if you ate little and you say you're, full, because that happens to me too sometimes. But then you say you want to go have dessert. Yeah, I really don't understand that. Number 3 is, in front of her boyfriend, the girlfriend would keep saying, this celebrity is my ideal type, or this guy is my ideal type. Guys don't get it why you keep thinking or talking about an ideal type of yours. They don't want to listen to that. They want you to tell them that you are the ideal type. And all right, number 4 is, they say, pizzas and hamburgers make me, gain weight and make me fat. But, no, the other way around. They eat pizzas and hamburgers and they say, I'm going to get fat, I'm going to gain weight, so I'm going to drink the zero ones, the drinks. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that have 0 calories. I seriously don't understand that either. And another one is, why girls keep asking their boyfriends, am I fat? Did I gain a little bit of weight? That one. And the last but not least is this one. They don't tell you why they're mad, and they keep asking you, tell me why I'm mad. Guess what it is. How could they know? They are more dumber than you think, girls. Literally. The guys are dumber than you think. They don't know. You have to tell them. All right. So, among all of these, yes, I actually do not understand a couple of these. Actually, I do understand pizzas and hamburgers. They're eating pizzas and hamburgers. I'm going to gain weight, so I'm going to drink the sodas. That I actually understand. At the same time, I don't. Because sometimes I do. Well, I don't do this, but I would have a salad and then I would eat a little bit of bread. But that's my kind of personal body, need kind of thing, because I do need lots of carbohydrates in my body. So I try to eat as much, but I'm not supposed to. You know what? It's kind of a contradictory. My body's contradictory. But yes, that happens. And this is another thing I don't understand. They say that they are full and they say, why don't we go have dessert? This is definitely one of those things I don't understand. I would understand, let's go have some coffee. I would understand that because, coffee, I don't know, for me, it just helps you take all that food down. But cakes or breads, or you know what I'm talking about, those desserts, I would be so full. I would just I wouldn't be able to eat any of that. Anyways, Hoppy fam, this is the kind of thing we're talking about here on OMG Lyrics, so look forward to it. We're now listening to a song, and I'll be back with the segment. The song is Sweet Travel by Victon. A hot debate session about K-pop lyrics. OMG lyrics. Let's start off another week full of energy with Jane. Welcome back, Jane. Full of energy.
Hello.
How was your week?
It was chill.
It was chill.
It was chill.
Of course. I do not obviously disagree with that. I had a chill week too.
That's good.
It was a bit chiller than last week, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go straight into this because I'm still on the topic and I'm still on fire with this topic. In today's intro, I talked about women's behavior that men cannot understand. Oh, this actually was also one that I really don't get.
Yes.
Why do girls keep talking about their ideal types in front of their boyfriends?
You know, honestly, I don't get that either. No, only because like I don't really look at male celebrities and be like, oh, like I wish if only. I actually the male celebrities that I like them because of their talent. So I'm more like, you know, someone who focuses more on female celebrities. And I'm like, ooh, I want to be just like that.
Her.
Yeah.
Kind of like a wannabe kind of thing.
Yeah. So I don't get that either. But there's one thing I can answer. One of your frustrations. Okay. So this is a part where you said, I don't get how girls, they say they're full, but then they go for dessert. So it's actually because there's, I don't know if you've heard this saying.
No, I know. I know what you're going to say.
디저트 배 따로. So there's like a different like area like in your stomach where you save it for dessert.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why they do that.
You know, I mean, I told our HOTBEAT listeners that I would understand if it's like a cup of coffee or like maybe ice cream, because ice cream is just like, it's water.
Right.
So I understand. But
it's not as filling.
Yeah. But like, you know, cakes and like cupcakes and like brownies and, you know, all those like, what do you call it? The breads.
Right, the sugary stuff.
Yeah, I actually don't understand.
So I'll kind of ease you down a little.
Okay.
I don't like dessert. So I get myself full from like savory stuff. So yeah, I don't understand it myself, but in a sense I do because of that whole like saying.
Really?
Yeah, you have that special space in your stomach for dessert.
Really? You understand that?
So you gave a list of things where it's based on women's behavior that men don't understand.
Right.
But I also have something that I don't understand with
about men. Of course, you can tell me. I'm pretty sure there are more.
So this is actually based upon like, you know who, my husband.
It's the forbidden name, you know, it's like Voldemort.
Yes. Yeah. But so this is the one thing I don't get. Okay. They're so forgetful. Like it's to a point where you have to do it for them.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, like there was a long period of time where I had to cook for my husband because of the pandemic. But I cook for him and I tell him what I cooked so that he can, you know, heat it up himself when I'm not there for lunch because I'm obviously out working. He just forgets what I cooked for him and he like ends up not touching some of the side dishes. He
gets more like delivery foods or something else.
No, not that, but he doesn't dig in the refrigerator to see.
Find it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
He just sees what's like right there. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I already told you what I cooked, where I put it. You have arms. You can stretch. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Like, that's one thing I don't get about men. Like, you have to, like, give it to them. You see my frustration here now?
You know why? First of all, probably men tend to be very simple-minded, first of all. And if they focus on... You know what? I'm just going to say men are really bad at multitasking, especially things that they're not interested in.
I so agree with that.
If they're interested in something, they can do the multitasking. For example, like watch TV, you know, I don't know, read a book and do something at the same time. That can happen if they're interested. But when it comes to food and when it comes to cooking, they don't listen. Because they're not, obviously, if you are like a guy who cooks well or likes to cook, sure. But I'm talking about like the majority of the guys out there.
Right. I totally agree with you.
Literally, 70% of the men out there probably going to act the same way as I do, as well as your husband. Yeah.
Well, that's just food wasted.
But in my personal opinion, I actually am a kind of guy who would remember that because Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day you could drill it in his head and remind him.
Drill it in his head.
Drill it in his head.
Is there anything else that you want to say? Like, why do guys do this? Is there anything else?
Ooh, but this isn't just men. But I'm just basing this off of you know who.
Okay.
So when guys cook, like they can't wash the dishes while cooking. So that entire
yeah.
pans,
Yeah.
knives, everything, cutting board that they use, it's all in the sink.
Right.
Not washed.
Right.
They can't do like use it and then wash it and then keep cooking.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get that.
You do that, right?
I do that.
You know why?
Because they're bad at multitasking.
Yes.
So that's the answer to everything. Okay.
That is actually the correct answer.
All right.
They have to focus on making the food. They're
So
not
all
interested.
the side stuff they don't see. It's like
they're
blurred
not,
out.
They're not interested in washing the dishes.
Okay.
This is why men have to be in like groups of people, because usually you have one who does the dishes, you have one who does, the cooking.
Yeah, so in the end, I'm the one doing the dishes.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, honey, I'll cook dinner for you. You had a rough week." But in the end, I'm not just like sitting there relaxed.
Right.
I'm right by his side, washing the dishes. So it's not relaxing at all.
Yeah, this actually happens with me and my bandmates as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So like anytime Aaron starts cooking, I have to do the dishes because he goes crazy. Literally, the kitchen goes crazy. And then so I have to be like, because I don't cook, right?
Right.
I know how to clean, but I'm not good with like cooking. So I will always be like cleaning everything. But yeah.
Hey, at least they try.
Yeah, they do. It's true. All right, it's time for us to start our Monday segment, OMG Lyrics. Let's get started, Jane.
All right, so OMG Lyrics is a segment where Howon and I check out the lyrics of a K-pop song and have a debate about its story. And then we also talk about other songs that go well with the narrator of the lyrics or choose a response song to that song.
Right.
You can also look forward to see what songs Howon and I select.
Okay, so let's finally begin OMG Lyrics. Jane, what is the song for today's debate?
All right, so here is today's controversial song, PD님, music cue.
근데 그 다리가 뭔 상관인데 My complex
Yeah.
Yeah.
My complex Complex in the magazine I hate me more than you hate me
Yeah.
Ooh.
Complex in the magazine 내가 아이돌이었으면 좋
Wow. Right. So, today's song was Complex by Zion.T featuring G-Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, we
I
just had
just
to,
love his voice.
I know, we had to listen to it from top to bottom, didn't we? Okay, so let's talk about the song.
All right, so this song is actually a B-side track from Zion.T's full album released back in 2017. Now, the title track of this song was 노래, the song.
Right.
Featuring G-Dragon and rap lyrics also by G-Dragon, Complex received as much love as the title track.
It did. I still remember. 노래 was such a good song as well, but Complex was also very, very popular. And it's also, it's Zion.T.
Yeah.
He like plays around with the beats and like the
Yeah.
rhythm and,
All his songs
I know.
just turn out to be a hit.
Yeah, it does. They do. Okay, so Jane, let's go through the lyrics. We'll talk about them in English, right?
All right, yes. So this is the part of the song that I'm going to introduce to you all today. Now, the first line I don't even like now. So let me read this. 살이 좀 쪘으면 좋겠어. I wish I gained more weight.
Yeah.
Lucky you. 넌 내 마른 몸을 좋아하지만 안아줄 때 같이 잘 때 너 팔베개 깔아줄 때 너의 목 건강을 위해.
Oh.
Though you like my lean frame when I hug you, when we sleep together, when you use my arm as a pillow for the health of your neck.
Yeah.
That's sweet. 내 키가 좀만 컸으면 좋겠어. 네가 만나던 그 키 큰 애들보다. So I wish I was taller than the guys you dated. 그리고 손도 조금만 더 컸음 해. I also wish my hands were bigger. 개인 정보 직업란 가수. 엄마 노래는 어떻게 해야 돼? Personal profile occupation singer. Mom, how do you sing? 내가 아이돌이었으면 좋겠어. 춤 잘 추고 잘생긴 놈. I wish I was an idol, good at dancing and handsome. 가끔 내가 아님 좋겠어. My complex. Sometimes I wish I wasn't me. My complex. I'm complex than the magazine.
Right. So it's about a guy who wants to get rid of his complexes. I actually agree with many of these. I wish I gained more weight too.
Yeah. Oh, lucky.
Sorry about that, Hoppy fam, but yes. Actually, recently, on one of our videos for, Double 24, my weight has been literally opened to all of our, everys out there, all of our fans.
Oh, okay.
And recently I was weighed to 53.6 kilograms.
That's pretty light.
Yeah. When I'm on a diet, I tend to even go down onto like 51.
Oh,
but,
no.
Yeah, right now I'm 53.6. And the reason we did this was because I had to gain muscle weight. That's my to-do list for this year.
Have you ever considered doing the whole the body profile thing?
Well, that was one of my goals when I was in the military service.
Oh.
My goal for the military service was be a bigger man, become a bigger man, muscle-wise,
Right.
body-wise. And I literally worked out every single day when I was in the military service. I drank protein shakes. I did lots of workout. And I did get a little bit bigger when I was obviously in the military.
Yeah.
But then I came out, I was discharged, and not even like a month later, all that muscle was just gone.
I think it's because when you're in the military, it's easy for you to put yourself in a certain schedule, a certain diet.
Yeah.
Because you can focus on that. But
Yeah.
then once you're out, you're like, all right, let's play.
Yeah. And I was really busy, and so literally I lost all my muscle in less than a month. And on the course of 6 months, it was just gone.
Oh,
It
no.
just disappeared. And so I'm the type of body whose muscle and fat just burns up. Which is really frustrating for me because that means my body, getting bigger, it will take lots of more work to do.
Right, it'll take longer.
Much more work, much more focus. Have to take care of my, eating habits.
Right.
This is too much to think about.
Sometimes envy people who wants or wishes to gain more weight.
Well, but this is really one of my biggest complexes because definitely I want to. Obviously, I'm a guy too, right? I want to have those broad shoulders. When you have when I wear a suit.
Yes.
You want to look like a nice guy, not
The skinny.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes, I heard that from a lot of my male friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the part that really, caught my attention. The part where Zion.T goes, personal profile, occupation, singer.
Right.
Now, the reason why that kind of caught my attention is, this is actually a question for you. So when you go on the plane,
Right.
and when you're traveling, you have to fill out your personal information.
Yes.
Yeah. And it asks you for your occupation.
Yes.
What do you write?
Well, after I debuted, I usually write in that, spot, the blank spot. I always write entertainer. Yeah.
Okay, entertainer.
I don't write singer because, too much. But I do write entertainer.
Okay. Yeah, so there was a period where when I was still in a girl group, I had to go back to Hong Kong. And
they ask you for your occupation.
yeah, they asked me for my occupation, and I actually said singer. And they're like, okay. don't know how to fill this blank in, but all right, we're just gonna write entertainer. Yeah,
I think the word usually they write entertainer. The word entertainer.
The official word is entertainer.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there are any like artists out there
who writes like
who wrote
singer,
artist.
Right. I think the word entertainer is like an official word that they use.
Yes.
Apparently. So
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, we'll still be talking about OMG lyrics today. We're talking about that song called Complex by Zion.T featuring G-Dragon. We'll listen to the song first and then we'll come back to have more of a debate about it. This is HOTBEAT's DJ Howon, and you're listening to our Mondays segment, OMG Lyrics with Jane. So, we were talking about the song called Complex by Zion.T featuring G-Dragon. We just listened to that song. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful, nice song. So, it's about a guy who wants to get rid of his complexes. And I think he did a really nice job featuring G-Dragon. I don't know why, but it's just like, you know how like G-Dragon is like everyone's wannabe?
Right.
You know, fashion-wise, you know, handsome face-wise. I want to say 깔, but I don't know exactly how to say that in English. Like,
The
vibe.
Mr. Perfect?
What do you call it? You know how, you know, it's like, 그 사람 깔이 너무 좋더라. You know, how
The vibe?
The vibe?
Yeah.
Yeah. That person's G-Dragon's vibe.
Right.
Lots of people try to follow him. So usually people think that he would not have complexes.
Right.
But he does too.
Yeah. I think it's normal because he's a person in the end of the day.
Of
too.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about more about this topic. Complexes. Jane,
Yes.
do you have any?
A lot.
Of course we do.
I mean, most definitely, even until now, like until this day, I wish I was like taller. Yeah. I wish I was taller, particularly because, as you know, I am getting more and more interested in volleyball.
Yeah.
And while I'm watching that, I just go, oh, if only I was taller.
You're preaching my story, sister. Definitely. Yeah.
And like before, I also had like, so you know how with eyes, we in Korean we call it 쌍꺼풀.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Double eyelids.
Yes, I kind of wanted that.
But you do have them.
No, now I do.
Oh, now you do. You
Because
didn't have them
I didn't
before.
have it before.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would purposely like make
Poke
that.
your eyes. Yeah.
No, I would if I open my eyes like make it bigger.
Bigger?
Like, the line appears. So I would do that like every now and then.
I would actually understand because of if you're a girl group, yeah, you definitely want to have those double eyelids, especially for women.
Yeah.
Makeup wise, all that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get it.
So there's always like one, like the style that I always go for. But then when I go get my hair and makeup done, it never turns out the way I
thought it would be.
Yeah. So that was one of my biggest frustrations and a complex.
I think that would have been a big complex.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you said you agreed with the song where, you know, you want to
Gain
gain.
weight.
What else? Do you have any other complexes?
Of course I do. I mean, one of my biggest complexes until recently, well, not this year now, and not now. I do like people calling me young-faced, but my actually biggest complex was being young-faced. First of all, I think it's all like a 종합 선물, like a what do you call it? Altogether present.
Yeah.
I'm skinny. I'm not that tall. I have a young face. So that turns out to be looking like a child.
Oh. Yeah. You see, so even a couple of people that I know, they say the same things to me. You're skinny, you're not that tall, and you have a young face. So you do look like a student.
Yeah.
And before, I used to hate hearing
I
that.
hated it. I hated it too.
Yeah, especially when you end up getting ID'd.
Well, after like when you become like 20. Yeah. And you
I'm
want to
just
feel like
like,
an adult.
Exactly. But now that I'm in my 30s,
Yeah.
when they ask me for my ID, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, of course you can. You look-
Sure.
hey, look how old I am, you know?
and then I want to hear them say,
Yeah. I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
You're so young faced, you know?
and then the hair flick.
I get it. I get it. But it's true. I mean, I did hate it before. A couple of years ago, if they still told me that I look like a child. Although sometimes I do kind of like don't like it. For example, if they ask me, or like if I wear like, stage clothes and they give me like really, really like fancy clothes, and it's supposed to have like a kal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have like a vibe that's really like
That manly
cool.
vibe. Yeah.
And someone else, comes up to me, and tells me, 아빠 옷 입고 있는 것 같아.
Oh,
It looks like you're wearing your dad's clothes.
that's an insult.
Then I would get mad.
Yeah, I would get mad too.
If it was like, oh, you look so young faced, so your clothes look older than you, I would understand that. But if they tell me like, why doesn't it work for you? I'll be like, what are you saying?
Ay.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Although it's a joke, but still it kind of like hurts, because it was definitely one of my complexes back then. So
But glad you're getting over it now.
I am.
Yeah.
I like it. I like when people call me young faced.
So even me, like with my eyes, I like it now only because, you don't see a lot of people without
Double eyelids. In Korea especially.
and also with big eyes. So actually, I kind of got over the complex, this complex, after like people around me start to say like, your eyes are surprisingly big.
They are big.
Yeah. So then I'm like, oh, okay. It's not so bad then. So yeah, and if you also think about it, like people without the double eyelids, there's so many ways to like put makeup on, whereas with double eyelid people,
There's only
like,
one way.
There's only one way. So then, yeah, my group members back when I was in the girl group, they would always like be not jealous, but they would always say positive things.
Envy you.
Yeah. So I'd be like, oh, okay, let's think about it like positively then. Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Interesting. Okay. All right. So we were talking about more of this song. I think we should talk about the rapping part as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me introduce the GD's rap part. I think Jane is going to do it for us, actually.
Yes. So this is the part where he goes, 해솔아, 형은 컴플렉스가 없어. 미안. Oh dear.
Oh, wow.
해솔, I don't have any complex. I'm sorry. 키 작고 말라도 괜찮아. 뭐 나니까.
Oh.
I'm short and skinny, but that's okay because it's me. GD라 하면 돈, fame, 여자.
Wow.
When you say GD, you think of money, fame, girls. 그래, 솔직히 다 셀 수 없어. Yeah, honestly, I can't count it all.
Wow.
그렇다고
Confidence.
재수 없어? 나처럼 살아봐. That's me. Irritated by me? Then try living like me.
Wow.
Think you can walk in my shoes? Look at me now. 내가 네 컴플렉스다, 임마. I'm your complex, dude. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I like that self-esteem. High,
Yes.
high, and up high. Yeah. I mean, this is exactly what we all should be thriving for. I mean, obviously, I don't want to be like, you don't want to be flaunting around all the things that you're good at. But obviously, having this confidence and being self-confident about yourself, I think this is a good thing.
GD라서 할 수 있어.
But this is really what I like about GD, because I actually don't. I mean, I do like him, but I don't like love him as much as everyone else does. But I really do like him because of that confidence, especially when he goes up on stages.
Right.
He just like literally just like rips the stage, like literally.
I think so because you know how hardworking he is at the same time. When he says stuff like this, it doesn't really like irritate me.
Yeah.
It's more like, it's because it's
It's you, exactly.
Yeah.
And we say
I accept.
like, we agree.
Yeah.
We agree.
All right, so do you have any, so the last question before we move on. Do you have any high self-esteem?
I don't.
Ah.
I really have a low self-esteem. And I didn't realize this until recently. I thought I had a really high self-esteem, but it turns out that I've been living pretending that I have a high self-esteem.
I think in a sense, maybe you need to have that because you're a performer.
Of course.
You're an artist, and
But
you need to show that.
Other than that, I think until now, before becoming even like in a band, before becoming an idol, I think I lived my whole life where I had to be strong, where I had to again, this actually goes back to my complex because I was always considered a little child and I always was seen as young-faced, very, you know,
Right.
gentle, kind of like shy kind of guy. In order to fight that, in order to feel like I'm like strong and like, you know, overconfident, I had to pretend that everything was fine. I was like, whatever. But actually, in my inside, what my inside was telling me was that, no, you're not okay.
Yeah.
You have low self-esteem. You don't, you get hurt easily. And I just had to accept that.
Right.
And I did. And fun fact is that now that I've accepted myself, I'm more self-confident than I am before.
Yeah, I think as you grow older, you get more connected to yourself. And you
Yeah.
understand your imperfect side.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think with age, you
Uh-huh.
kind of get over those complexes in a positive way.
I think it's one of those phases that you have to go through if you want to go through maturity. Yeah. There's another stage after, you know, becoming 20. All right, well, now let's into our writer's pick song, guys. Happy fam, ready? The song that our writer has picked for us today is IU's a song called Celebrity. Okay, so the reason why our writer picked this song, she says, the lyrics of this song is the reason why I picked this song. So the lyrics go, 잊지 마, 넌 흐린 어둠 사이 왼손으로 그린 별 하나. Don't forget, among the cloudy dark, you are a star painted with a left hand. 보이니 그 유일함이 얼마나 아름다운지 말이야. Do you see how beautiful a uniqueness can be? You are my celebrity.
Aw, that's very encouraging.
Yeah, kind of like makes your self-esteem go high, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll first listen to our writer's pick, Celebrity by IU, and we'll be back. So, Happy Fan, we just listened to our writer's pick song. It was IU's Celebrity talking about the topic about a guy who wants to get rid of his complexes together with that song called Complex by Zion.T and G-Dragon, right? So, we actually now have some response songs that me and Jane have selected for today's topic as well.
Yes.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
The song that I picked for today was called Good Boy by GD and Taeyang.
I
Yeah.
am a good boy.
Yeah. The reason why I chose this song is because literally they're just talking about what a good boy they are in the whole song. Kind of like a confidence song, I want to say. So obviously we're talking about G-Dragon and I wanted to choose one of those songs that would go well with today's topic, kind of like a contradictory song. So here we are.
Okay. So the song I picked is called Beautiful by Anne-Marie. The reason why I picked this is actually because in the song, like, she talks about how she feels insecure. She's always, you know, fighting herself. When she's looking at herself in the mirror, she's not happy. But that she also reminds herself that she is beautiful.
Beautiful.
We are beautiful. So I think this is like a response song, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, saying that, you know, even if you're not perfect, that's also perfect.
Right.
And just remind yourself that you are beautiful.
And that because although, I mean, sometimes those complexes can become beautiful things or beautiful
Yeah.
factors about yourself. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, so one thing I realized during the show today is, you know, we do have or did have a lot of complexes, but
Yeah, we
as you
did.
grow older, you're like, you have to just accept it and be
Yeah.
positive about it.
Yeah.
But I realized also when we're younger, we try to be perfect.
Yeah.
And you kind of just fight yourself to be perfect.
We do.
Yeah. So, HOTBEAT listeners,
Yes.
you
Anyone,
are perfect.
I know. I mean, you are perfect and you are just you. I mean, you are yourself. There's no one like you. So just accept who you are and
Yeah.
embrace it and make that become your positive, I mean, your strength. It could become your strength.
Oh, for sure. Because no one else would have that, you know?
Exactly,
Only you
exactly.
have that.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow. Very positive message that we're ending
Yeah.
with today.
We're wrapping up today in a very positive way, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll be listening to our two songs as we say goodbye to Jane for today. I hope Jane had fun with me today for OMG Lyrics.
Yes, always.
Of course, of course. And now that we started our month of December, I hope your ends of year are going well for you too as well.
Oh, you too.
All right. So we'll listen to Good Boy by GD and Taeyang first, and then we'll listen to Beautiful by Anne-Marie. So, I guess, see you next week, right?
Yes, see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Now it is time for us to wrap up part one. We're moving on to part two. Please stay tuned, Hoppy fam. The last song we have is called Try Again by Tia and Taeyeon from NCT 127.
Heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Follow my beat, I'm with you. Every step we're grooving. Follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat. Follow my beat, I'm with you. Every step we're grooving. Follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
Welcome to the second hour of HOTBEAT. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Now for part two, we have our three daily segments. We have Ssup, the TMI Quiz, Who Knows, and also That's the Reason. So guys, please stay tuned. We have two songs to listen to right now. It is Say Yes by Punch featuring Moonbyul of Mamamoo and 너를 위해 For You by Chen, Baekhyun, and Xiumin. Hola, Ssup. Hello everyone, hi. How was your day today? What did you guys see, feel, eat, and talk about? Please share your life stories with me, DJ Howon. So any story about your day is going to be great, so let me know how you spent the day, what you ate, who you met, etc., along with a brief introduction about yourself. So, let's hear today's Ssup story right away. We have Minho from Turkey saying, Hello, honey. Hello. Hi. Do you sometimes watch the series you watch over and over again? You're talking about my life, sister. Yes. This time I am watching My Mister again. Oh, 나의 아저씨. Yeah. The series shows the problems of business life, private life, and unhappy society in a very realistic and painful way. It makes you feel the deep feelings of life sincerely. I would be so happy if you could play my favorite OST of the drama, Dear Moon by Taehui. All right, so thank you so much for the message. First of all, Minho from Turkey. Yes. First of all, let me answer that question that you asked me. Do I watch series over and over again? That is my life story. You're talking about my life right now. I like to watch series over and over again because of the details. Like, you know how like you watch something or you eat something and then you realize, oh, this was in it, or like this is new. And every time I find those new things, I just get really excited. So, for example, recently I've been, I think I've told all of our Hoppy listeners about this. I've watched Hotel de Luna at least 6 times from start to end until now. The reason I actually started to do this was because after I watched it for the first time, you know, it's been quite a while since it was released, but I told all of our Hoppy listeners that I have not been watching it for a long time because I wanted to see the whole drama from, you know, start to finish in just one sitting. And I did that. And yeah, I mean, the drama was so cool. It was so funny. It was so interesting. So I decided to watch it again and again and again and again. And I don't know, it just felt like it was a nice watch. How the chemistry between Yeojingu and IU is, the behind stories. And also, yeah, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's a song by IU. I think it was in episode like 14 or 15. It was only released in the drama. So usually the soundtracks and the OSTs are released in the portal sites for like streaming sites, right? But this song was only released in the drama because IU said that she did not want to make another mass-produced OST song. She wanted to make sure that the songs that she released as with her name would be very special and, you know, unique for her. I really like about this. She's such an artist. And she said that she wrote the song and she just wanted to play the song in the drama, but she did not want to release it. And that's why it was not released. I mean, how awesome is that? She's just awesome, isn't she? She's a performer. She's an actress. I mean, she sings. She's an artist. She produces everything. She's just awesome. Yeah. So yeah. I actually understand why Mina from Turkey decided to watch My Mister, because they say that they can actually feel lots of sentiments coming out thanks to IU's acting. And so I actually haven't watched it yet because they say that it portrays a lot of kind of depressing emotions, and I don't want to get depressed right now. So maybe someday in the future if I feel okay and I just watch it and feel fine. But not right now, because I think My Mister would be, if I get into it right now, I think I would definitely go into that depressive mode, which I don't want to. So yeah, maybe in the future, if I get a little bit older and I get to have those conflicts about saving money and all that stuff. So yeah, maybe then. Anyways, we will definitely listen to that song called Dear Moon by Jae Mina. Don't worry about it. I will be sending you my selfie through the email. Thank you very much for the sub story. Okay, so let's listen to that song, Dear Moon by Jae. From K-stars to K-culture that's not the center of the world. We solve too much information quizzes that aren't too obvious. TMI Quiz, who knows? Time to start our second daily segment. It is time for the TMI Quiz. Hobby fam, if you know the answer as we go through the quizzes, I want you guys to send in your answers through Hobby's website SEM message board, and also DM our Instagram ID is Hobby0409. Remember, from Monday through Sunday, we will draw one winner among those who answer correctly. So, the winners will be receiving my selfie via email, and they will be announced after our Sunday show ends on the announcement board on our website. So check it out and leave us your email address if you are the winner. Very good. So let's get started with today's TMI quiz. Who knows? This is the question we have for today. Minho of Shinee has been cast in new drama The Fabulous. It is about the dreams and love of youths who have dedicated their whole lives to the fashion industry. In this drama, Minho will play a talented and handsome freelancer photo editor. And this drama is set to be released on the Netflix. Today's quiz is about Minho. Minho has once secretly thought about applying for this job without telling his label. What is it? Number 1 is a sports commentator, and number 2 is a weathercaster. Wait, isn't Minho in SM Entertainment? Wow, I think if he actually did this and was, accepted to be in either a sports commentator or a weathercaster, I think this could have gone viral. But anyways, I know that he loves sports. That's one thing I know. But he also would do really well as a weathercaster. Yeah, I think he would do good. I think he would get lots of popularity. You know what I mean? You know how always the weathercaster is always really popular? Okay. Anyway, so Hoppy fam, you know the answer, please let us know. It's either the sports commentator or a weathercaster, number 1 or number 2. Okay? Very good. We'll listen to one more song before we come back with That's the Reason. The song is I'm Home, 그래 by Minho from Shinee. Now, moving on to That's the Reason. Time to listen to 3 songs based on a theme today. So we have a playlist made by us only for you. Let's go through it with it. So we have this one, Label Series Part 4, Music Farm, right? Remember, we're going through our label series right now. This is the 4th one we have. So the first song we're going to listen to is called 이적 돌팔매, Stoning featuring 김진표. The second song is going to be 김동률's 그럴 수밖에, That's the Way It Is. And the third song is going to be 존박's 제자리 Places. So these are all actually singers from the entertainment business or entertainment company called Music Farm. Hope you guys enjoy all of them. I'll talk about them more in detail after we give them a listen. So today's That's the Reason we're label series number 4 of Music Farm. The company Music Farm. We have the 3 amazing artists. We had 이적 singing to 돌팔매 Stoning by featuring 김진표. Then we had 김동률 singing to 그럴 수밖에, That's the Way It Is, and 존박's 제자리 Places. So hope you guys enjoyed them. Let's talk about these songs in detail. So 이적's 돌팔매 featuring Kim Jin-pyo was released last year, 2020. And this was the title track of his album called Trace. And 이적's sixth full and most recent album is this one. So this was released last year. 이적 actually got a lot of the attention for the actually foreign K-pop fans because of his appearance in Begin Again. And I think this album was released last year when he did this program. So that's actually a good thing. And actually, 이적 debuted with Kim Jin-pyo as Panic in 1995. So I think they got together finally again. And they were able to do a song together, which is so, so awesome, right? So, hope you guys enjoy that song. Moving on to our second song, we had Kim Dong-yul's 그럴 수밖에. That's the way it is. This was released in 2018. This song is actually a song that tells the story of a love that accidentally began like fate amid ordinary daily life. And it interprets the love in a bright and pleasant way like a scene from a rom-com movie. Yeah, I like the feeling that the song gave. So, Kim Dong-yul, let's talk about him. He actually debuted through the University Song Festival in 1993. It's called 대학 가요제 here in Korea, where he won the grand prize as a member of his team called 전람회. Right. 1993. That's a long time ago. Yeah. 대학가요제, the University Song Festival, is a huge thing in Korea. Although they don't do it right now these days, but still, it was just awesome. And that's the way a lot of people did get the attention. You know, they were able to debut as well. So yeah, that's what it was for Kim Dong-yul. And since then, he has released so many hit songs. And he's just this is the guy that Yoonsu, our guitarist, always follows. I don't know exactly what the lyrics were. He's like, 아주 멀리까지 가보고 싶어. You know, that's the way he goes like, 아주 멀리까지. You have to like do the signal. You know what I'm talking about, HOTBEAT fam. You know, if you're an Every, you know what I'm talking about. And the third song, the last song we listened to for That's the Reason was 촌박's 제자리 Places. This was released this year. So, 제자리 Places is a song about a couple whose love has come to an end. That's why you're in 제자리, meaning you're in the same spot. Not moving forward, but just like staying there. That's what it's called, 제자리. After finishing the second audition in the audition show, in that show that I was talking about, 촌박 signed with Music Farm, a label which 이적 and Kim Dong-yul also belong to. And since then, he's been doing great. And I think, he's just a really unique male singer. He's just awesome. His vocals are awesome. The feels that he gives is awesome as well. So keep listening to lots of 촌박's songs, guys, okay? Very good. We'll now listen to another song, and I'll be back with the TMI Quiz's answer. And the song is 너의 뒤에서, By Your Side by Astro. Now it is time to reveal the answer for today's TMI quiz. Who knows? The question again was this one. Minho of Shinee once thought that about applying for this job without telling his label. What was it? Number 1 was a sports commentator, and number 2 was a weathercaster. And the answer is this one. Yes, just like a sports guy he is, it's number 1, a sports commentator. Yes. So Minho of Shinee is a well-known sports maniac. Yeah, he loves to play soccer. I know that. He especially loved soccer so much that he even once dreamed of becoming a soccer player. That's why he once thought about applying for a sports commentator job without telling his label. I think he would have done really well as a soccer player as well. Probably the title of the news would be very handsome soccer player, amazing goal, that kind of like news. Okay, so that was it. That was today's TMI Quiz's answer. Hope you guys got it correct. We're now going to listen to actually 2 more songs before we come back and wrap up. The songs are 푸르른 계절도 내겐 의미 없어요, Because You're Not Here by 정승환, and 괜찮나요? Say I Love You by Jamie. Now it is time for us to wrap up today's HOTBEAT, but before that, I have a little announcement for all of our HOTBEAT listeners. So Arirang Radio is conducting a survey on the 2021 Arirang Radio listener ratings and listening behavior along with Gallup Korea. Arirang Radio survey will ask questions related to Arirang Radio to domestic and foreign listeners. And this survey is only for listeners who are currently living on Jeju-do Island. So if you are a Jeju resident, there are 2 ways to participate. First, visit Arirang homepage, which is www.arirangradio.com, and click a link related to the survey. We will send out BTS or Blackpink City for randomly selected participants. Or, number two, you can possibly meet our researchers on the streets on Jeju-do Island. Then it will be a one-on-one interview. So we have properly followed the COVID-19 quarantine guidelines, so hope you guys are supportive and do get to do the survey. Remember, there's a souvenir. And your valuable answers will be reflected in Arirang Radio's next season. So once again, we would appreciate if you participate in Arirang Radio's survey on radio listener ratings and listening behavior. Very good. Please participate, guys, okay? We'll say goodbye with the ending song, 이 거리를 걸어서, Walking on the Street by 솔지. I am DJ Howon, your Hodi, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on HOTBEAT. Goodbye.